Thing very cool. Back in the building. You see what it is. I got a little something for my sisters. You know, I did them color earlier today. Now I got something for my beautiful sisters. You see what it is. My girl Lauren Hill. The true definition of black beauty. True definition of Afrocentric beauty. A black woman that wasn't ashamed of her looks. She admired herself. A real leader. She uplifted black sisters and told them you could be anything you want. You're beautiful. It don't matter if you're light skin, dark skin, or brown skin. You all beautiful in all shades. She uplifted a lot of black women. You know, her birth name is now. Here we go. Since we got the introduction established, here we go with the biography. Her birth name is Lauren Noel Hill. She was born in New York, New Jersey. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Her genres is hip hop, soul, R&B, neo soul, and reggae. All beautiful music. She combined it all together into something wonderful with a lot of sounds. Start off with the group Fugees, much love the Waka Zan, and Lauren Hill and the third member of the Fugees. See, she was with Columbia Records, Island Records, Rough House Records. She's associated with Fugees, D'Angelo, and Nas. She was married to Rohan Marley from 1996 to 2009. That was a pretty long marriage. She got 6 children, including Shayla Marley. Lauren, she was raised mostly in South Orange, New Jersey. Hill began singing with her musical-oriented family during her childhood. She appeared in the 1993 film Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit. Go check out Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit because Lauren Hill can sing. That's not staged. That's her real beautiful voice. Alongside Whoopi Goldberg, in high school, Hill was approached by Prize Michael. Yeah, Prize is the third member. So the Fugees was Lauryn Hill, Prize, and Wyclef Jean. For a band he started with his cousin Wyclef Jean. You learn something new every day. I ain't know they was cousins. Soon joined and renamed themselves the Fugees and released the album Blunted on Reality 1994. Go check out Blunted on Reality. That's a good song. That's a good Go check the album out. There is a good album. See. And also, in the Grammy Award winning the score that came out in '96, with the song "Killing Me Softly," "Killing Me Softly" with his song. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my day job. Don't let them rap. I'm gonna stick to my day job. Don't let them sing. But go check out that. It's an oldie but goldie. See, it sold over 7 million copies in the U.S. 7 million. That's not bad. Hill rose to prominence from her African American and Caribbean music influences on her rapping and singing as well as a performance on the Fugees' version of Killing Me Softly. She began to focus on solo projects, writing and producing A Rose is Still a Rose by Aretha Franklin. Rest in peace, Aretha Franklin. Another brilliant black woman that did a lot of good for the black community. Without Aretha Franklin, there would never been no Shaka Khan. Without Aretha Franklin, there would have never been no Beyonce. Without Aretha Franklin, there would never been no Jennifer Hutchins. Yeah, it's a lot of good people. See who else? Then, of course, he did If I Were the World with Nas. She killed the hook on that boy. Nas, he killed the rapping. Lauryn Hill killed the hook. Rapping R&B together is a beautiful thing, especially when it worked correctly. It was amazing. Go check that out. If I Ruled the World by Nas and Guantanamo by Wyclef Jean. Her tumultuous and romantic relationship with John led to a split in the band in 1997, after which she began to work on her solo album. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill came out in 1998. Please check that out. That is dope. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Very brilliant. Let me let me put that in the chat right quick so y'all can check it out. Hey, how you doing? Yep, yep. Let me put this in here. Hey, how you doing, my little eccentric self? The miseducation of Lauren Hill. Yep, miseducation of Lauren Hill was her first solo album. You know, it was a real good album. You gotta check it out, man. And check out the songs. If I Were the Word that she did with Nas, that song tight too. Of course, check out Ready Not Here We Come. You know that song tight. Let me see what else. You see, she received a widespread critical acclaim for showcasing and representation of life in relationships and location and contemporary voice within the neo soul genre. That was pretty dope. I love the neo soul genre. You know, that's like people like D'Angelo, Music Soul Child, all them kind of people. You know, they elevated it. You know, and Lauren Hill elevated it too, man. She made that dope. See, the album debuted at the number one on the U.S. Billboard 200 and has sold approximately 10 million copies. They're being certified diamond by the Recording Industry Association of America, including the singles "Do Wop," "That Thing," "X Factor," and "Everything Is Everything." At the 31st Grammy Awards, the record earned her 5 awards, including Album of the Year, Best New Artist. During this time, she won several other awards and became a common sight on the cover of magazines. That's a good thing, man. I remember Everything Is Everything. That song was dope. And Do Wop That Thing, that song was dope. Soon afterwards, he dropped out of the public eye, distasting with the music industry and suffering from pressure of fame. Yeah, the pressure of fame can get you. You know, the music industry can be crooked. You know, music industry can be what it can be. It can be a monster. Last full-length record, the New Material live album, MTV Unplugged #2 in 2002, sold approximately 1 million copies in the U.S. and sharply divided critics upon it its release, but has received retrospective praise. Hill's subsequently activity, which includes the release of a few songs and occasional festival appearances, has been sporadic. Hill has 6 children, 5 of them with Rohan Marley. In 2012, she pleaded guilty to a tax evasion. You know, we ain't gonna focus on that. Lauren Hill was born in May 26, 1975, in New York, New Jersey. Okay, New Jersey in the house. Her mother, Valerie Hill, was the English teacher, and her father, Mel Hill, a computer and management consultant. Dang, you learn something new every day. So her mama was an English teacher, and her daddy was a computer and management consultant. See, that's tell you what black people can really do. Don't let these people fool you. The haters I'm talking about. She has one older brother named Malini, who was born in 1972. Her Baptist family moved to New York for a short period before settling in South Orange, New Jersey. Hill has said of her musical oriented family, there were so many records, so much music constantly being played. My mother played the piano, my father sang, and we were always surrounded by music. That's a beautiful thing. A beautiful black family together surrounded by music. It's a masterpiece. Wow. See, yeah, her father sang vocals at nightclubs. No, her father sang vocals in nightclubs and at weddings. While growing up, Hill frequently listened to Curtis Mayfield, a legend, Stevie Wonder, a legend, Aretha Franklin, and Gladys Knight. Years later, she recalled playing Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" repeatedly until she fell asleep to it. That's a beautiful thing. I can understand that. That's awesome. In middle school, Lauryn Hill performed the Star Spangled Banner before a basketball game. Due to its popularity, secretly games feature a recording of her rendition in 1988. Hill appeared as an amateur night contestant on It's Showtime at the Apollo. That's beautiful. She sang her version of Smokey Robinson track, Who's Loving You. How you doing today, my little eccentric self? Appreciate you. Thank you for coming to the show. Much love to you. You know, I do this for my Nubian sisters, keep our heads lifted, give y'all some good content, positive content. You know, come like, share, subscribe to my channel, and back to the facts. See, Gaiman initially heard harsh reactions from the crowd. She persevered through the performance. Hill attended Columbia High School, where she was a member of the track team, cheerleading squad, and was a classmate of actor Zach Braff. He also took violin lessons, went to dance class, and founded the school's gospel choir. That's beautiful. Praise God. Praise Jesus. Let's see. Category C took advanced placement classes and received primarily A grades. Hey, that's beautiful. Praise God. You know, school officials recognized her as a leader among the student body, later calling her Education Hill committed, and I had love for. I don't know if it was necessary for academics. All right, yeah, cool. That's cool. More than just a achievement period. It was academics and it was sports. It was music. If it was dance, whatever it was, I always driven to do a lot of whatever field or whatever area I was focused on. See, that determination is a beautiful thing. She was determining, see, field. She was determining sports. She was determining music. She was determining dance. See what that determination got her? She became a legend with the Fugees and as a solo artist. So that's cool. See, 1991, 1990 career begins. While freshman in high school through mutual friends, Ezekiel, Prize, Michael, Bass, that's the other member from the Fugees. Better known as Prize. And she approached Hill about a music group he was creating. Hill and Prize began under the name Translator Crew. They came up with this name because they wanted to rhyme in different languages. Another female vocalist was soon replaced by McKeel's cousin, multi-instrumental Wyclef John. Thank you, thank you. My boy Wyclef. The group began performing in local showcases and high school talent shows. Hill was initially only a singer, but then learned to rap too. That's a beautiful thing. She could rap and sing. Instead of modeling herself on female rappers like Salt and Pepper, MC Light, she performed male rappers like Ice Cube and developing her flow. From listening to them, Hill later said, "I remember doing my homework in the bathroom styles of hip hop clubs. I ain't nothing wrong with that determination." While growing up, Hill took acting lessons in Manhattan. She began her acting career in 1991, John, appearing with Gene in Club. I think that's a 19 MC Lights off Broadway hip hop rendering of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. While she played, while the play was not a success, an agent noticed her later that year. Hill began appearing on soap opera as the world turns. Okay, as the world turns, it's tight. Let's see. Okay, in a recurring role as troubled teenager Kara Johnson, or Kyra, I want to say it. She subsequently co-starred along with Whoopi Goldberg in the 1993 release Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, playing Rita Noel Watson, an innocent Catholic school teenager with a surely rebellious attitude. In that she performed the song His Eyes is on the Sparrow, a duet with Tanya Blount and Joyful Joyful, directed by Bill Duke, credited Hill with improvising a rap in the scene. None of that was scripted. That was all Lauren. She was amazing. Critic Roger Ebert called her the girl with the big joyful voice, although he thought her talent was wasted. While Rolling Stone said she performed marvelously against type. In the otherwise perfunctory film, Hill also appeared in Seven Soderbergh's 1993 motion picture King of the Hill. Okay, see, black excellence right there. In a minor but pivotal role as a 1930s gun-popping elevator operator, Suburbs biographer Jason Wood described her as supplying one of the warmest scenes in the film. Hill graduated from Columbus High School in 1993. 94, 96, Fugees. Prize and Gene renamed their group the Fugees, a derivative of the word refugee type, which was their derogatory term for Haitian Americans. Hill began a romantic relationship with John Fugees, who signed a contract with Columbia Records, Rough House Records, shout out to Columbia, and Rough House Records, making three legends, Prize, Wycliffe, and Lauryn Hill. In 1993, became known for their genre blending, particularly of reggae, rock, and soul, which was first experimented on their debut album, Blunted on Reality, released in 1994. Reached number 62 on the Billboard's top R&B hip hop albums charts. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, Young Doug's straight fire. You gotta call fireman on the see top. Yeah, yeah. But overall, sold poorly and was met by poor critical reviews due to their management existence. They adopted gangster rap attitudes, although the album made little impact. Hill's rapping on Some Seek Stardom was seen as a highlight. That's a beautiful thing. That's dope. Now, Fuji's the second album, The Score, 1996. This is the well-known album. The first one didn't get that much views and likes. Well, it wasn't called views and likes back then, but recognition and Billboard attention like that. But this album right here, that's really what put the Fugees on top of the map where they really got true recognition. The Fugees' second album, The Score, 1996, peaked at number one on the U.S. Billboard's 200, top 200 that is. And stayed in the top 10 of that chart for over half a year. Half a year, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing from God, to stay on the chart for top 10, 200 for half a year. Shoot, some rappers don't got that look. This new millennium, staying on for that time. I ain't gonna say all, but some. Shoot, some people just as lucky to stay on top billboards for a month, but they stay on for half a year. So let's give them a hand clap for that. Let's give Lauryn Hill a hand clap for that. See, it sold about 7 million copies in the United States and more than 22 million copies worldwide. Goodness. In the 1996 Pass and Job Critics poll, the score came second in the list of best albums. Three of its tracks placed within the top 20 best singles. It won the Grammy Award for Best Rap Album. It was later included on the Rolling Stones list of the 500 greatest albums of all times. Yeah. The score gained praise for being a strong alternative to the gangster idiom, and Hill stated, "We're trying to do something positive with the music because it seems like only the negative is rising to the top these days. It only takes drops of purity to clean a cesspool." She ain't never lied. So even back then, negativity was selling over positivity. But Lauryn Hill believed in herself and believed in God, and she did it. Singles from the score include Fuji La, I love that song, and Ready or Not, I love that song, which highlighted Hill's singing and rapping abilities in the Bob Marley cover No Woman, No Cry. Her rendition of Killing Me Softly became the group's breakout hit, Buttersters, but what Rolling Stone Republicans later called Hill's evocative vocal line and her amazing pipes. The track became persuasive on pop, R&B, hip hop, and adult contemporary radio formats. It won the Grammy Awards. Yeah, boy, Grammy Awards for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group with vocals. On the album, Hill combined African American music and Caribbean music. Perfect combination. See, she put that both together, and the rest is history. See. Influences with socially conscious lyrics. Newsweek mentioned Hill. Yep. See. Irresistibly cute looks and proclaim her the most powerful new voice in rap. Yep. She was still See, disbanded some motherhood. So 21 years old, she was new famous. Hill was still living home with her parents. She had been enrolled in Columbia University during this period, extending major history. She became a sophomore, but left after about a year of total studies. Once sales and the score went into millions in 1996. So she was like 21, with a kid. Well, she was 21, still living with her parents. She had been enrolled in Columbia University. But when that album sold, she had the money to get out from living with her parents, and she made it. And she graduated. That's a beautiful thing. But left after a year of total studies, once sales of the score went into the millions, millions. In 1996, she responded to a false rumor the Howard Stern show that she had made racist comments on MTV. Thank you, thank you. You know there's gonna be some haters, so they tried. So Howard Stern show, not saying Howard Stern himself, but someone in the Howard Stern show tried to make some false rumors and said she made racist comments, which we don't believe that. That's why I say them haters, because Lauren Hill is a peaceful person. That she made racist comments on NTV. She said, "How can I possibly be racist? My music is universal, and I believe in God." That's what I'm talking about. If I believe in God, then I have to love all of God's creations. There can be no segregation. That's right. That's how you react to that. She did that like a straight up G and put God in it because she's truthful. See, she used her brain. She know how to react to them haters very well. Don't give the haters what you want. Basically, she didn't give the haters what they want. They wanted her to act mad and crazy and do some stupid stuff, but she hit them with the truth. Boy, that truth hurt. The truth like ah, truth burns to a hater. In oh yeah, in 1996, Hill founded the Refugee Project, a nonprofit outreach organization that sought to transform the attitude and behavior of at-risk urban youth. Part of this was Camp Hill, which offered stays in the Catskill Mountains for such youngsters. Another was production of an annual Halloween haunted house in East Orange. Hill also raised money for Haitian refugees, supported clean water well building projects in Kenya and Uganda, and staged a rap concert in Harlem to promote voter registration in 1997. Benefits event benefit a 1997 benefit, there we go, event for the Refugee Project introduced a board of trustees for the organization that included Sean Combs, okay, Mariah Carey, Busta Rhymes, Busta Bus, Spike Lee, yep, and others as members. So I didn't know she did this, so she was helping people back then. See, this news other YouTubers ain't telling you. I'm gonna straight up tell you this. So she helped the youth. She had Busta Rhymes, Mariah Carey, Spike Lee, Sean Combs helping. And so she had a little organization that was helping them. I'm like, it's ironic how people ain't telling us news, ain't telling us kind of news like that. See that some people don't want to see positive black people. I'm giving you positive black people. I'm radical with it. I ain't obeying no rules. I know it ain't it's a so well quote unquote rule that you ain't supposed to show positive black stuff, but I'm breaking that rule. But that's a beautiful thing. So she did a lot for the community. See, people just want you to see that one sided story when she took that little break in hiatus from rapping and well R&B singing. But look what the other things, look at the good things he did that they're not showing you. That's it, sink in. And plus, Busta Rhymes, Mariah Carey, Sean Combs, Spike Lee helped too. I like, dang. All the time I grew up off of her, I didn't know she was doing this. That's why it's always good to seek information. Seek and you shall find. In 1997, the Fugees split to work on solo projects, which John later blamed on his tumultuous relationship with Hill and the fact he married his wife Claudinette while still involved with Hill, which no, that's not important information. 1997 and 1999, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Hill recorded her solo record, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, from late 1997 to June 1998 at Tough Gong Studios in Jamaica. The title was inspired by the book The Miseducation of the Negro, 1933, by Carter J. Woodson. Go check that book out. In The Education of Sonny Carson, a film and autobiographical novel. The album featured contributions from D'Angelo, Carlos Santana, Mary J. Blige, and the then unknown John Legend. So John Legend was out in '97. I didn't even know that, but he was unknown at that time. Dang, you learn something new every day. Awesome. Wyclef initially did not support Hill recording a solo album, but eventually offered his production help. Hill turned him down. Several songs on the album concerned her frustration with the Fugees. I Used to Love Him dealt with the breakdown of the relationship between Hill and Wyclef Jean, and other songs such as Zion spoke about her decision to have her first baby. Yep, that's a beautiful thing. Can't have abortion. Yeah. In terms of production, Hill collaborated with a group of musicians known as New York, consisting of Bada Nobles, Racine Puge, Timode Newton, and Johari Newton. That must be some Africans or Haitians. It sounds like have African Haitian names, or they could be. What up? What up? What up? Appreciate y'all on the chat room. Much love to my little eccentric self. Much love to Young Doug. Much love to Kylie Melis. Much love to Side the Ruler. And much love to Ademis Baxiu. Appreciate y'all here in the chat. Get some of this cool, dope, funky, but clean information. Let's see. The magician known as New, yeah. Hill spoke of Pressure from her label to emulate Prince. So basically, the record label tried to put pressure on her to emulate Prince instead of letting her be herself. So she spoke on it, which I don't think they should have forced her to sound like Prince, because he better off sounding like herself. Wherein all tracks would be credited as written and produced by the artist with little outside help. She also wanted to, so she did this without little outside help. She showed y'all she wanted to do this on her own. That's why I respect Lauryn Hill and give her a hand clap. Let's give us one of her roses while she's still alive. Let's not wait till she die. Let's give her roses now. I'm doing it as Stingray Cool, so I'm giving her roses. So much love to you, Lauryn Hill. Keep doing your thing and being a good role model to these young black women as well as the older black women. See. She also wanted to appreciate as an unature as much as John had within the refugees. She also saw a feminist cause, but stepped out and tried and controlled things there about doubts. This is a very sexist industry. They never throw the genius title to a sister. I could believe that. Very true. See, released August 25th, 1998. Good Google Mooga. 98. The album received rave reviews from contemporary music critics and was the most acclaimed album in 1998. Critics lauded the album's blending of R&B, doo-wop, pop, and hip-hop in reggae genres, an honest representation of women's life and relationships. David Brown David Brony, written in Entertainment Weekly, called it an album of often astonishing power, strength, and feeling, and praised Hill for easily blowing from single from singing to rapping, and praised Hill for easily flowing from singing to rapping, invoking the past while forging future of her own. Robert Critique. Do wop that thing. In February 1999, Hill received 4 awards at the 30th Annual NAACP Image Awards. In May 1999, she became the youngest woman ever named to Ebony Magazine's 100 Most Influential Black American list. Yep, and that's Lauryn Hill's story. I'm glad y'all came to hear it. And much love to everyone. Salute. Got 2 down and 2 more to go. It ain't gonna be today though. I gave y'all some good content today. Much love. Salute to everyone. Peace to the chat. Stingray Cool is out. Team No Sugarcoating. It's on the rise. You know the slogan. We don't sugarcoat nothing. Only one needs the don't. You know the slogan. We don't sugarcoat anything. Only thing that need to be sugarcoated is candy. I'm out. Peace and God bless.